Peace, y'all. Welcome to Cosmic Mind UV. Cosmic Mind UV. I'm going to go out and share. I'll be back momentarily. Just enjoy the beat. It's on repeat. Cosmic Mind UV. All right. Yo, We got the sound check. Cosmic Mind UV is where they need to be. This is about the 10G. This is about the 10G. All right, y'all. Cosmic Mind UV. Cosmic Mind UV is where you need to be. Hope all is well. Peace and abundance. All that great stuff. Make sure you subscribe. On the way in the building, the experience. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you share. Make sure you support the platform in this space. Make sure you support the platform in the space. Make sure you support by donating. It's going across the bottom of the screen. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of updates. I'm gonna hit you with a couple of Burkina Faso updates. Yeah, man. It's a lot. We're gonna do contingency plans for just in case of emergencies and different things of that nature. We have a lot of excellent shows coming up. We have Empress Love coming up with a few shows. She has a lot of she's new to the scenes and new entrepreneur, self-employed, feminine energy. So she has some interviews coming up as well. We have let me see. We have Sunshine Monet L coming up May 6th. So make sure you join that. So all right, let's go ahead and get to it. Let's get to it. Let me turn down a little bit more. All right. China's 10G internet refers to the country's ongoing efforts to develop and deploy 10 gigabyte per second, parentheses 10 GBPs broadband networks, both for commercial and consumer use. Here's an overview. What is 10G in internet? Let me get a little sip, y'all. Hold on. What is 10G internet? 10G stands for 10 gigabytes per second. Not to be confused with 5G, fifth generation mobile network. All right. Not to be confused with 5G, fifth generation mobile network. It offers blazing fast internet speeds, 10 times faster than typical gigabit broadband, and is mainly delivered via fiber optic infrastructure. Number 2, China's process. In early 2024, so it wasn't that long ago, this is fresh, China began piloting 10G networks in major cities like Beijing, Shanghai, etc. Wuhan, etc. Telecom giants like China Telecom, China Unicom, and China Mobile are leading developments. 10G is being introduced primarily through FTTH, parentheses, fiber to the home, in parentheses, upgrades. That's what FTTH stands for, fiber to the home, upgrades. Number 3. See, this is what I was saying about, oh man, I mean, I'm going to do a show on United States just waste. I mean, people talk about the financial waste. It is just, man, I mean, But yeah, number 3. But definitely financial waste. Yeah. Download/upload speeds up to 10 gigabytes per second. Symmetric. Let's see. Ultra low, suitable for real-time applications. Capacity can support smart cities, AI, VR, virtual reality, AR, and IoT at scale. Applications, industrial internet, real-time manufacturing and automation, cloud gaming and streaming, seamless 8K or holographic media, smart cities, high um, throughput sensor networks and AI surveillance, remote work slash healthcare, 4K conferencing, real-time diagnosis. So these are all of the applications and different things, or the different features, or the processes that they, how the process was. What we started off with, what is 10G internet? So we started off, real simplistic. Now it says timelines and goals. Okay, timelines and goals. See, this is why I love these other countries. See, they don't just, leave it to Jesus. They don't just leave it to Sky Daddy, Buddha, Yahweh. No. We have a timeline and frame and space that we want to get it done, and we gonna get it done. And that's that. That's why I love Burkina Faso. We have a timeline and space. We gonna get this done. That's it. Okay, by 2025, China aims to have nationwide availability of 10G infrastructure in urban areas. This aligns with broader, quote unquote, digital China. So when I said, the U.S. is going to be the United States of China, or China United, China United States, or some shit like that. All right. Anyway, this aligns with the broader, quote unquote, digital China strategy to digitize the economy and society. Here's a comparison of China's 10G internet rollout with other leading countries / regions. China. Status in pilot commercial rollout phase in major cities since 2024. Key players: China Telecom, China Mobile, and China Unicom. See, that's why I say they practice exclusivity. People will say, why does it have to say black, or why does it have to say black owned? Do you notice that they make sure that you know that it's them? They make sure that they own and they can manufacture, and they can pretty much what business people would say, they can corner the market. Do you see? They can make sure they corner the market on whatever we doing. We're gonna manufacture it, build the pieces. We gonna all that. Yeah. Okay, look. Okay, government support. Strong backing under digital China. So and we gonna fund it. We gonna back it with the funding too, and new infrastructure incentives. Goal: nationwide urban availability by 2025. Rural areas follow after. Edge. Centralized planning enables rapid, large-scale development. South Korea. Status: leading in broadband speeds, has tested 10G services since 2021. ISPs, KT, broadband, if you LG, Up Plus, and all that stuff. So if you know what all that means, I'm pretty sure it's like the networks or whatever have you. Okay, so coverage: dense urban 10G in select areas, focus on smart homes and gaming. Edge: smaller geography and dense population help speed development. Japan status commercial 10. So basically, this is pretty much the stages and phases that they're in with the 10G, implementing it or experimenting or whatever they're doing. Okay, so status commercial 10G, gigabytes, etc. FFTH already available in major cities since 2020. So in Japan, it's been available since 2020. Okay. Adoption. High-speed plans are affordable, but average user adoption is moderate. Edge, mature fiber infrastructure and tech-savvy population. United States, some ISPs, parentheses, Comcast, AT&T, Google Fiber offer 10Gs, but mostly to businesses and select residential areas. I wonder what those select residential areas are. Rollout challenges. Geographic scale, aging infrastructure, and regulatory diversity. Adoption slower compared to East Asia. Gigabit is more common. Edge, strong innovation but fragmented development. So that means they haven't started shit, and they only have it in a small market of people, and they're not, giving, assisting, using it into a broader spectrum of audiences. European Union status 10G plans are emerging in countries like Switzerland, Sweden, and France. Focus digital decade goals to ensure 1 gigabyte for all by 2030, with 10G for industries. Approach market driven with some public funding. All right. Region, China, 10G availability, pilots, urban rollout style, centralized, top down, main use, smart cities, and industrial. So let me see. This just a small review. South Korea, urban rollout, market driven, is more so for entertainment and smart homes. Japan, widely available, market driven, consumer and high speed usage. That means in Japan it's for everybody. Okay. US, limited market, privately, it's private, they're always damn private, and business and high-end users. So that means if you exclusive, then you can get it, and if not, then you just got to be doing the slow stuff. All right. Europe, select countries, mixed public and private, and then it says long-term digital targets. All right, here we go. The rise of the 10G internet in China, parentheses, and other countries could significantly impact the United States in several strategic and competitive ways. Number one, global tech competitiveness. China's edge in 10G infrastructure supports faster innovation in AI, robotics, and smart manufacturing. The U.S. risks falling behind in the next gen applications that require ultra high bandwidth and low latency, such as autonomous systems, industrial automation, etc. Let's see. Industrial and economic pressure. 10G networks fuel smart factories and digital supply chains. Now, see those smart factories. So this is what see, it's like what they said, gift and the curse, is a give and a take, it's a etc. You got to choose, you pick your poison type of thing. So when you have 10 G's and different things of that nature, and you have smarter this and that, then that, kind of like the warehouse jobs or different things, things tend to get more automated than they already are. So it's one of those things, man. You figure deal me. So they keep up with their competitors. I mean, the US is gonna have to eventually Shimon with the Shimon. You know how that goes. So, but they're always lagging behind and not ahead. So yeah, when you always playing catch up, it's hard to strategize when you always playing from behind or at a disadvantage. China's lead may allow its industries to scale faster and cheaper than US counterparts. Peace and abundance. Gratitude for the comment. Empress Star said, "Wow, we are really behind." I mean, I'm just, well, it's not we, is just oh, I don't want to get off topic because I got, I get passionate about it and I start freestyling some stuff. So yeah. But I mean, behind is not even really, it's beyond it's beyond behind. Oh man. Oh wow. But yeah, you really have to be just out of the know. I mean, or just around people that just really aren't, that just, either you blowing. See, this is what ends up happening. Most people are around people that have a lot of answers for them, whether it's environmentally, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. It's a lot of instances people are stuck in their indoctrination so bad that what happens is we blow them people off, or we think they crazy, or we think they stupid, or a lot of people like that are highly indoctrinated. They don't really like anything that conflicts with their indoctrination of any kind. Okay, of any kind. All right. So okay, let's see. And see, we have to understand, they've been doing this a few years ago. So while these, whatever people call this, a corporation, landmass, United States, whatever, while this place is steady just keeping up these goofy ass games, because that's really, it's just goofy games. These other places, such as, and see again, when you do the same plays, not just the black or indigenous or the original people or whatever have you, when you run the same plays on other groups of people like China, different people, what ends up happening is somebody got to smarten up. Somebody got to smarten up. Do you see? So what's going on is, what's the old saying? Karma catches up with you, or et cetera, et cetera. It's what is it? It's time to pay up. It's time to pay up. And these other countries or other partners, especially. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, my brother, I love you, Hirsch Dirt. My brother said, this was the statement that was said first. I say, bro, give it less than 5 years. There will be a united Africa. I'm telling you, G. And then once Burkina Faso, Mali, and Nigeria, etc., New Guinea, different other ones, once there's a united Africa, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So, and then once the BRICS are established, and then they start partnering with, what Burkina Faso is doing, and then they figure out other routes to ship, because that's all that's going on. They're figuring out other routes to go around the United States, so they don't have to use their ports or their ways of exporting, importing, or whatever have you. They're just gonna find another route. They just find another ways to get it done. And like I said, it's really kind of goofy. I know, yes, we should charge people something for their input. Absolutely. However, it's a trickle down effect, and it affects most people that was already underwater as it is. Why? Because there is not even a reasonable living wage. There's not even a reasonable living wage, right? Then on top of that, you tax. When I say you, I'm talking about this place. You, them, they. You tax so much on every step of the way. And the reason why you tax so much is because you're behind so much, because you're in debt so much, is because you owe so much, huh? You don't have anything worth nothing. This is why you are in constant catch up. This is why the guy in the office recently with the UK wanted to negotiate some minerals. Why you got to negotiate? Because what did Cosmic say on the national debt part 1 and 2? You gonna have to put a mineral back on the goddamn money. You're not gonna oh my fucking Ra. Are you really thinking you're gonna continue to play in other group of people's face, right? They're gonna realize and know that you're playing in their face, okay? And then they're gonna keep supporting you playing in their face. How's this sounding to y'all? Does this sound like it's smart? Does this sound like it's gonna keep working? I'm just asking. How long we think the tariff game gonna go to stall shit? I'm just asking. So, oh man. And not only just the 10G, these other let me breathe. Empress Love said, this place is behind. These other these people over talking about smart city, the smart city. These other places have already got cities that have fixed the problem of flooding. Huh? These other places already have cities that have fixed the problem of flooding. However, what do you consistently see in the news if it rains too hard? Or if they do the cloud seeding too hard? Or if they manipulate the weather too hard? Huh? We see people getting flooded, right? And then they gotta evacuate still, right? Because they don't have cities and shit that is built and compensated for the goddamn flooding. Okay? Because they haven't put funding into shit like that. Huh? So flooding shouldn't even be a goddamn issue. Okay. Let's breathe. All right. Could widen the gap in advanced manufacturing where speed and data flow are critical. Okay. National security and geopolitics. Faster networks boost China's edge in military tech. So watch this. This place overly spends on military, huh? But guess what this just said? Faster networks boosts China's edge in what? Military tech. Okay, cyber compatibilities, right? And surveillance infrastructure. So all of that shit has to do with what? Military. God damn. Okay, this is a summer jam. Let's get it. The U.S. may view this as a strategic concern. You think? You think it's a concern, right? Okay. Prompting more investment in telecom infrastructure and domestic R&D. All right. Pressure on U.S. ISPs and policy. Okay. U.S. consumers and businesses may begin demanding comparable speeds. Okay. Pushing ISPs and the FCC toward fiber expansion over legacy copper networks. See, copper is important, isn't it? God damn, copper is way more important than we think, huh? Isn't that something? Okay. More aggressive public-private partnerships, which means Shimon with the Shimon. Stop gatekeeping, bitch, because you're not doing shit with it anyway, ho. Huh? You're not using it to your damn fuck ass benefit anyway, and you not winning. Huh? What Michael Jackson say? You can't win. You can't win, ain't it, man? Rural broadband reform to close the digital divide. So there's a wealth gap, there's a technology gap, there's an environmental gap. There's gaps everywhere. Huh? What we say? Educational gap. Huh? What you say? Justice gap. Huh? What you want to say? We want to say ethnic group gap. Huh? Well, how many more gaps do you need? God, is it a summer jam yet? God damn. Opportunity for the U.S. tech firms. Okay, so if young Nehrus, young teenagers, tweens, college people, make sure you are taking something in AI and tech, okay? Make sure you are taking something in AI and tech, okay? Whether it's a minor or a major, okay? It may not be something that you love to do, but it's going to get you the money to do everything that you want to do, ain't it? Way faster and easier. All right, here we go. Let it goddamn flow. Despite slower, which we know, super duper slower infrastructure, U.S. companies like Intel, Google, and Amazon could benefit by. So this is why you're seeing layoffs to workers and because these people over here are playing catch up. Okay, so most consumers or employees, etc., are also playing catch up as well. Because most employees don't stay ahead of them. Will affect them. These companies that they work for, and companies these other companies own. You don't think Amazon own other companies? You don't think Google other companies? You don't own other companies? Huh? The other employees for? Huh? They use the word downsizing. Huh? Okay. Despite, boom, exporting cloud platforms that run over 10G networks abroad, competing in the global market for 10G enabled services, e.g. gaming / health tech. So instead of them improving the average consumer's electric bill, etc., functionality of your house, your living quarters, whatever you live in, apartments, townhomes, complexes, businesses, yeah, all this good stuff. Okay, they're doing it, which is the health tech is great. That is great, but it's just only one aspect. Gaming shouldn't even be in the top of the list is all I'm saying. Okay, that shouldn't be in the top of the list is all I'm saying. But okay, conclusion: if the U.S. doesn't accelerate, that means speed your ass up. All that, oh, we can just take our time. Jesus gonna speed it up. No. Its own 10G development and digital infrastructure upgrades, it risks losing economic and strategic ground to countries like China that people think they hate so bad. That they gonna have you believe, but when you start knowing that these motherfuckers are see, you can still be partners and still dislike each other. Huh? You can still be, aren't y'all some of y'all co-workers and you don't like your worker or the person you work with? Huh? So you could be in business and still dislike each other, ain't it? Okay, so let's keep going. Okay. However, with proper investment, which are they going to properly invest? And policy action, it can still leverage its innovation leadership to stay competitive. So we'll see. But again, how do you stay competitive when you're always playing catch up? And we don't mean the stuff you put on fries. You overdig me. Okay. Here's some solutions. So we went over what the other groups in the other countries and the processes and what is 10G and etc. when it was rolled out for the other areas. So now here are some key recommendations. So these are the solutions, all right? Then we gonna wrap it up. Here are key recommendations for how the U.S. can respond effectively to China's rapid 10G internet rollout and maintain digital competitiveness. All right, here we go. Accelerate nationwide fiber development. All right. Incentivize ISPs to expand fiber to home. That means you got a Shimon to the home, ain't it? You got a Shimon to the home, ain't it, man? FTTH, yo. We gonna do FTTH. We might do a show on FTTH. That means fiber to the home. Make sure you put that so when you hear these terminologies, people aren't just talking around your head and shit, and you don't know what they're talking about. You feel me? Okay, FTTH stands for what? Fiber to the home. Networks, especially in underserved and rural areas. So I wonder who those underserved areas are, huh? Oh man, that means they're gonna have to do what? They gonna have to improve the underserved areas. Ain't that a bitch? They gonna actually have to improve the goddamn underserved areas. Ain't this some shit? Do you realize there's some countries with no poverty? I need you to let that marinate and sink in your system and trickle down. Do you realize there is some countries with no debt? I'm talking about no debt. They have no debt. Okay, let's go back. Use public and private partnerships and federal. Hold on. Yo, G. Hold on, y'all. Okay, my bad, y'all. I almost had a little alert there. Had somebody coming into my living quarters. All right, little small mix up, but we good. Okay, let's end this so we can get out of here. Streamline local permitting and construction regulations to speed development. Prioritize 10G policy and standards. Make 10G broadband a national goal, similar to how rural electrification was prioritized in the past. Encourage FCC and NTIA to set benchmarks beyond gigabyte speeds and include upload speeds and latency in metrics. Align federal broadband goals with smart infrastructure, AI, and digital economy incentives. Number 3, this is all of the suggestions for solutions for this U.S. corporation, whatever have you. Support U.S. tech innovation in 10G applications. Invest in AI, cloud computing, edge computing, and advanced manufacturing tools. Take full advantage of 10G compatibilities. Fund R&D through NSF, DOE to stay ahead in next-gen internet services, e.g. holographic conferencing, remote robotics, telemedicine, etc. So pretty soon they're gonna have telemedicine. Empower digital workforce and inclusion. Expand digital literacy. Literacy, that means, make it a part of somebody's curriculum, put it literacy and upskilling, that means, upgrading skills, upskilling programs, so the U.S. workforce can thrive in a 10G enabled economy. So imagine someone that you think what you would call an immigrant or a foreigner coming over here being more trained than you are. Let that shit sink in. Imagine you, them, they, those, you saying this is an immigrant, this a foreigner, this person come from but they got more savvy tech training and all that shit than you do. Okay. Empower digital workforce and include, okay, yeah, we got that. Okay. Ensure affordable access to high-speed internet for all citizens, not just urban areas or high-income households. Strengthen international tech alliances. Collaborate with Japan, South Korea, Europe, and other demographic nations to standardize 10G technology and counterbalance China's digital influence. Promote interoperability and open standards and for next-gen internet infrastructure. Number 6, promote 10G ready industries. Focus on sectors that will benefit most from 10G. Telehealth, education, defense, remote work, smart cities. Offer tax incentives or grants to industries adopting real-time and cloud systems, digital twins, and automation. Summary. This is the conclusion for the summary, y'all. The U.S. should treat 10G infrastructure as critical as national competitiveness. As critical to national competitiveness, just like AI, semiconductors, and clean energy. Success depends on coordinated efforts across government, telecom, and industry and education. All right, this concludes the 10G show, y'all. This concludes the show for today. Make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're sharing it out. We got a few shows coming up. I got an interview coming up / live stream coming up today, a little later. And this week coming up, with Empress Love. She has a lot of content coming. She has a lot of products coming. She has a lot of services coming. She has future interviews and different things like that coming up. She has future guests and things that she has coming up as well. If you would like to collaborate on an interview, live stream, etc., on a show or podcast or whatever have you, if you would like to get out your cause, your message, your business, your etc., why don't you link up with Cosmic Mind UV on one of my platforms, Cosmic Minds, on the book or IG, or whatever have you, and just make sure you inbox me, and then we can do some business and work some things out. So make sure you support, make sure you donate, and guess what? Say it with me, goddammit. You will say it with me? Cosmic Mind UV.